What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So, yeah, I just exited the game and entered back in during this cutscene, and it just took me back to this point, which I thought was very cool that they save like these moments. It just makes it easier for me to maybe end the recording when I need to at any moment.
It was there we learned about the details of Mingyang's offense and the truth behind the tale of the arcane artist.
Once Jojo has the paintbrush in her hand, she begins to speak calmly. She'll be fine making the statement on her own now.
Okay. Oh yes, yes, we got her. Hey, so yeah, let's see what she's like. Ooh. Oh, that's a very pretty attack. They're like brushstrokes. Wow. Yeah, that's very cool. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool with her. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like the whole brushstroke like effect when she attacks. Jeja seems to be struggling to tell what she couldn't express earlier, but eventually she stays silent.
Sorry to trouble you.
Um, why are you apologizing all of a sudden?
If I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to explain things to Chisha for me. She's really nice. It's just, we're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down.
It's okay, I got you. Her friendliness is infectious.
I'll do my best not to trouble you and express my feelings properly next time.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
Then the both of you decide to ask people around the situation. Wait, was that it? Was that the whole situation? I thought that was just like a random encounter. Okay.
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen. We were lucky to have you here.
What was the cause of the incident?
According to the preliminary examination, we suspect that these tacit discords were agitated by the frequency fluctuations from a scroll painting found at the scene. The energy remaining in the painting was generated by its creator's forte, nearly overclocking. But rest assured, we've calmed her down and contained the energy.
So she is the arcane artist.
The painting needs to be thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here.
What's the situation with the artist?
She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper. Well, honestly, she seemed a bit off to me. But we don't have time for that now. We gotta clean up the scene and get the damage under control.
Can I check on that painting later?
You sure can.
Just imagine that painting is like a Sonoru spear or something. The painting becomes slightly blurry when you stare at it, and for a moment, the scene in it seems to come to life. Talk to the injured. Are you okay? Inquire.
Why? Mingyang? Why are you...
Oh wait, what? Okay, Minyang is a different person, okay. I don't know. I just thought they were talking about the same person in the previous video, but I guess it's different. Do you know her? It's just I thought they were, when they're talking about Minyang, I thought they were blaming her, like Jeja.
Yes, we used to take painting lessons together.
You?
Oh, that's...
I didn't...
Yeah, she was the one that was like stalking us.
I hurt them. It was a mistake.
You mean you hurt those people?
I'm alone.
Why did you do this? Minyang appears to be done talking about the matter. Okay. I wonder how this leads into the whole art being like forgeries or whatever. Inquire.
Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close.
Did you see what just happened?
Part of it, I guess.
Can you brief us on the situation?
I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before the whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away as fast as my legs would take me.
Did you hear what she said?
Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think she might have been trying to stop them from hurting people.
A vivid description. Thanks for your help. Okay, what about you?
Ah, my head. Oh, it hurts.
Did you hear what that artist said?
Only a bit. It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird visions appeared. I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me. I've already won, and who doesn't want fame and fortune?" That's a good thing they caught that painter. Can't imagine what could have happened otherwise. Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work. That's a first for me.
That feels very different. See, there's been like two people, it seems. Somehow.
That's strange. Huh? Oh, you're back.
I think I figured out the truth behind the arcane artist's tale.
You figured it out already?
I checked out that painting.
The painting blurs the line between reality and illusion, causing whoever sees it to experience hallucinations.
Oh. The researcher indicated they were created by the artist's forte.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
And the tacit discords were being drawn to her forte.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine, but after we met, I thought it was coming from you, so I didn't give it much attention. Come to think of it now, it might have been Ming Yan's forte fluctuation.
So she was there at the same time we were. I didn't even notice her presence, but what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings?
One witness said she probably did this for personal gain.
From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain.
Any leads on your end?
She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before.
Oh.
Maybe this has something to do with me.
It's linked to my case as well, so count me in.
Then, if you're up for it, I hope you can join me in the investigation. Consider it a formal invitation.
Where should we start from?
You want me to decide? To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I remember meeting Ming Yang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. That could be a good start.
I agree.
I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go.
I think it is. After you then.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Ming Yan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr. Baitsu.
Ooh. She's taking command now. At the start, she was. Yeah, the other guy, he was just taking over. Oh, 49, almost to 50.
Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
Look at Gion being a weirdo.
Okay.
Okay. Inspect. Some pieces of paper are put beside the desk. They seem to be softer and lighter than ordinary paper.
This paper,
Anything wrong?
this white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more delicate brushwork. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like China's Voyage to Yum Mountain and Ealing's Chishi's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping, and it looks quite new.
Discount.
Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident.
It's amazing that you can tell the difference.
Different papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences and choose the right paper to showcase various styles. White jade paper is my absolute favorite, but because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it.
How do you know so much?
Buy 3 get 1 free, buy 5 get 2 free, and then there's the additional weekly coupons. I know everything there is to know about the discounts.
Oh, I see her tacit mark. It's on her hand. I feel like that makes sense, because, you know, she draws a lot with her hand. How did you know about Ming Yang's habits?
We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar. Even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. It becomes an obsession. I guess this is true for most painters.
Okay, investigate the paintings. Zhezhe stands stunned before the painting. Words hover on her lips, yet remain unspoken. Why do these paintings look all the same?
There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when she painted this. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it.
You can understand a painter's feelings through their work.
Yes, to me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. When words fail, these feelings can be depicted through brushstrokes instead. It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using techniques that aren't her usual style.
Something's written on the painting. Waters and... what is this?
Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. It captures the scenic landscape seen from the village itself.
Wait, your clothes.
Ah, the pigment! When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little white. It shouldn't come off the fabric so easily.
The clothes. Okay. You see an old garment, tinged with stains. The colors look unusual.
Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that haven't washed out over time. Ming Yan could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas.
How did you notice?
I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I paint rough outlines onto my clothes.
That's new to me.
After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you think? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric.
And now there's a note. It suddenly dawns on me that I've been copying her paintings for over a year now. Oh, copy? Oh, is this it? I've employed the same rendering technique, the same wrinkle method, and the same composition, yet my paintings lack her vividness, their visions unsteady as well. My forte mirrors her closely. So she does, like, have a forte. Um, but I guess Jeja never knew about it. Only that her work conjures more vibrant and stable visions. I could achieve the same once I managed to conquer or conjure visions with the same vividness. People will recognize me as the best painter. So I'm guessing she's copying Jeja. Okay. Oh look, Mr. Baishi, a man who has collaborated with numerous renowned artists, came to visit me. He had heard that I, too, could create paintings that summon vivid illusions. He came to express his admiration and encourage me to continue. At first, I thought if someone had finally recognized my talent, but his true intention was to recruit me to his shady business, buying all Forte works for dubious purposes. I had heard of the Shanyun art exchange, but never had imagined their dealings would be so unscrupulous. While I did copy those paintings for practice, the choice of what and how to paint was mine alone. These dealers think they can buy me. What a joke. Okay.
How could this happen?
Um, it seems she hit a bottleneck during her creation, or copying someone else's work. I mean, I think she was trying to copy Jeju, maybe. I guess we'll find out. I do want to ask about this.
That's why there are so many copies of the original artwork. But I have some other thoughts about it. Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them, perhaps even surpass them. I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined. It's not quite there yet. Still short of perfect. Will my client be disappointed? I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts, but they can also lead one astray. I felt trapped for ages until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow. Embrace my emotions fully and create the art my heart yearns for. This is of the greatest importance to me. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose my way. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her.
Yes, we should continue our investigation now. Okay, I don't know. I guess if they do have like the original copies that she's trying to copy, that Jeja would recognize it, but I guess she wasn't trying to copy her. It's just someone else's work that she likes. There's an herb residue.
Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. But why are there herbs in it? Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with?
It doesn't look like a pigment, more like a medicinal herb residue to me.
Medicinal herb residue?
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration.
Haven't you seen someone brewing this before?
I've never tried myself. When I get sick, I usually just wait it out. My family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made. Sorry, I'm just not very experienced.
Investigate the vase fragments on the ground. Ooh. Fragments of a vase scatter across the floor. The scrolls and paper are in disarray, as if they've been rummaged through. What happened here?
I think. Hmm. No, I might be wrong.
What are you thinking?
Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong.
This is a discussion. There is no right or wrong.
Then. I'll share it with you. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it fell.
Oh, that's so cool.
Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Huh. Well, why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff? Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will definitely be impressed with my deductive skills.
These inner thoughts are funny. I do like the whole personality with her, you know, showing the outside, but more real on the inside. Yeah, she's been a fun
The
character.
gold puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it slipped out of the window.
What a creative deduction.
Sorry, I need to improve my investigation skills.
It is a logical explanation.
Is that so? I'll practice more often.
By the way, was that your forte just now?
Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. They only exist for a short while. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty now.
Haven't done this for a long time.
Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand my progress and improve my skills. An artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing, nearly flawless, but that's not my goal. So, I've used this ability less over time, but it's fine to use it for the investigation.
Do you think Mignon's case has something to do with you?
Yes, it could be related to my forte.
She just seems a bit upset and unwilling to continue this topic. We'll talk about this later. Let's look outside now. Oh my gosh, Gian, can you stop climbing on doors? Thank you. We got something here. Oh, footprints. Someone left these tracks.
Mhm.
They could be the missing piece in our theory.
Someone broke into the studio looking for something, or trying to steal something. Probably something tied to Ming Yang's paintings. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the vase to fall.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yan's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead.
So I'm guessing like at some points, like whoever this burglar
The
is.
clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp.
Oh. Like they might have got into an argument with Ming Yang.
There, we
Or
found
Ming-Yan.
new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this.
Exile camp. I'm assuming we're gonna fight. Some ore residues are scattered beside the trolley. With colored stains on it. Looks like pigments.
The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy.
Maybe the exiles use it to transport ore and pigments.
Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilong mentioned be the ones who stole the ore?
Hmm. Now let's see if we can find the evidence. Investigate the pigment on the ground. A large pile of fragmented ores are mixed with the pigments, unmarked and unpackaged.
Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on Mr. Shilong's transaction record.
Seems you're right. They're the ones who bought the ore, the leftover ore.
I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these specific ores. Standard pigments adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch.
That sounds familiar. Was the pigment in Ming Yang's studio the same as this?
They are similar. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But why did these people break into her studio?
Someone's coming this way. Oh
Who
my.
are you?
Hello? We are...
We're here for Min Young's painting. She's our friend.
If it's her paintings you're after, why are you here?
She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
I see. Just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually doesn't take long for her to return.
Do you know her?
Know her? We go way back. She's okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
Did something happen to her recently?
Can't recall anything noteworthy.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece. I spotted her taking risky stabs at painting out in the wild.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember her talking about making art you could step into or whatever.
Whoa.
But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequencies. We warned her, but did she listen? Nope.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists. Always on their own wild wavelength, aren't they?
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting, some gigs here and there. Just the everyday grind.
I mean, if that's really true, then yeah, these guys feel pretty chill. Like they're not as bad as they look to be. Anything else? You don't buy ore to make your own pigments?
Oh, right. You reminded me. We do make and sell pigments, occasionally.
Oh yeah, Ming Yan buys from us often. We give her the lowest price, just as friends do.
I see. Thank you. We'll leave now. They weren't that bad. I just got kind of scared just seeing the exiles, you
I
know.
have an idea.
Did you want to say something just now?
Yes, I think neither these exiles nor Minion has told the truth.
Hmm.
I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if it's from constant exposure to ink? If so, they must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks.
But they lied to us and tried to cover it up.
The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match what Ming Yang described in her diary. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings, which really affected her art. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun Art Exchange got involved.
I see. We can investigate the camp again tonight. What do you say? Maybe there's more they're trying to hide.
Makes sense.
you two patiently wait until night falls. Okay. But yeah, next time we'll do this. But yeah. We'll see how this whole thing possibly wraps up, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see if I can try to make the next video the last one. Because I think that's how it usually goes with these companion quests, maybe except for Zhongli. I feel like hers was the longest. But I think around like 3 to 4 videos might be good. Anyway guys, yeah, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good